Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Smile Design Studios. Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. Call us today at 281-969-7388 or visit our website at www.sdshouston.com.
Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hey yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Kareem Tillman in the building. Again, my partner in pod is out of town, so we wish him safe travels. Definitely wish he was here for this latest episode of That Boom Bap. I am your host, Kareem Tillman, in the building. Tech, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You good? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. You know, now that he's starting to come of age a little bit, we're going to start talking to him a little bit more. We're never going to give him a mic, but we are going to let him talk a little bit more. I'm real excited about this episode, even though I'm real laid back about it, because I'm around some laid back dudes. You know, we chilling right now. And the reason why I'm excited about this episode is because one of our goals with this show from the beginning was to not only bring music and bring positive news and images and information to people who follow us, people who listen to us, but we also wanted to educate our audience, you know, as hip-hop artists, you know, and being in the business of music. There's so much that comes along with that, man. And I've seen a lot of stars come and go. And if they didn't come and go, they moved into other areas of the music business because they found it to be more profitable than being a star. You know, a lot of times you see these kids up here and they look like they getting money and they look like they making moves and, you know, they be rapping about it and you swear they live in it. But when you see them, like when you really see them out there and that shit don't add up, believe me, man, I've seen it a bunch of times. And, you know, like I was saying about bringing, you know, positivity to the show, we always talk about the business of music, you know, to some degree. And tonight I got a chance to bring to y'all somebody who's been in the music business for a really long time. I was saying about bringing, it's cool. Positivity to the show. It's cool. No, we good. You know. My man Grandfather Clock is also in the building, so I was going to do that a different way, but that's cool. I kind of wanted to move, you know, from side to side.
What's going on, people? It's going. You know, we got a little double back. This is the hijack part 2. You know, Kareem knows what I'm talking about. With
yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. We may really take it up to that level.
Might have to. No, we ain't gonna get there.
Nah,
that's
we
good for them.
Never
They
know.
was good. They
you
was
never
good.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on that note, I want to introduce my man Langston Carrier.
Yo,
Mo Bang Media.
we here.
You know, one of Texas' finest, one of
God
Houston's
is good.
finest.
God is the greatest, the biggest.
And I had the pleasure of meeting his brother not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? And I met him through a mutual acquaintance that we both know.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Shay. She's real cool, man. I know a really good music attorney out here in these streets for y'all. If y'all really want to get a good attorney, let me know.
Facts.
But, you know, the one thing that struck me was your passion. You know what I'm saying? And wanting to get this word out, get this education out to the community and to people and to the world, really. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pleasure to have you in the building with us.
Thank you for having
For
me.
real. And,
What's
you
up,
know,
that's
like
what's
we've
up.
already introduced my man from Quantum Leap Radio.
Yes, I am here, Grandfather Clock. I almost wanted to do like a station identification, but I had to remember where I was at. I'm here on the Spirit.tv, you know, so the
Absolutely.
boom bap.
Absolutely. Thank
Welcoming
you.
me back. Appreciate it.
Word, man. Thank you for, spending some time up here with
No
me.
doubt.
So, the first question that we always have for our guests and how we open the show is, when did you first fall in love with hip hop?
I first fell in love with hip hop in the early '80s. My dad used to play piano for B.B. King, and
You got to meet the king?
I used to. Yeah, that was like uncle.
Oh.
Yeah. Now my dad toured with BB for maybe 11 years, so average of 280 concerts a year.
Wow.
So that was definitely a heavy part of my upbringing. But I fell in love with rap like any kid, I guess, in the '80s, early '80s. I got a Walkman, and the first tape I got was Curtis Blow, and it was a rap from there. It was Curtis Blow, and just listening to the samples, and because my dad was a blues musician, so like I could hear the James Brown samples. Like I was like, oh, that's from James Brown. Like I know that.
You already knew.
You know, I already knew. So at an early age, just by me growing up in a music household, I played music, but just the rap thing, it was just something about that rap, man. And you know, however many years later, you know, I'm still. I mean, yeah, it's a good deal now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good deal.
Were y'all in Mississippi?
I was born and raised in Houston, Texas.
Okay. I know
Born
BB
and raised
King
in-
is out of, what is it, Greenwood, maybe? Is it
Yeah.
Greenwood, Mississippi?
Yeah,
I think it is?
Mississippi.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you know, that was the king, man. I mean, in the summers, our job, we used to travel on a tour bus, and we was 7, 8 years old. We
Yeah.
used to we couldn't even get in the club, but we could drag the drums. That we were roadies. So all of the band members that played with BB King, if they had sons at a certain age, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks here or there, we get to travel on the tour bus. Like, you know, with BB King for 2-3 weeks at a time in the summer. So those were like those were some, when I look back, those were some great times. A lot of learning that I didn't know I was getting in. But when I think about it, yeah, definitely.
So fast forward, yourself will become an artist one day. You would get into the game. You know, what gave you that desire to actually go in and become an artist?
Just the love for the music, the money, the independency. I left a job, a corporate job. I used to open up Houston's restaurants for a living, and I just one day was like, I want to do my music. I want to rap. I want to make beats. I want a studio. I want a record label. And I mean, I was making a little money, saved up my bread, and me and a guy, we went into business. We got a record label and a studio. That was 2000. 2000. So from there to here is a 18-year, if you want to say, somewhat professional journey with it.
Absolutely. And Grandfather Clock, you know, one of the things that you know, I wanted to talk to you about tonight. Shout out to the Hue.
Shout out to the Hue.
Shout out to them. They got a really dope single that you hit me off with.
It's got the email.
I did get the email. Just thought about that. I actually did get the email.
Yeah. That's the email I was talking about.
Yeah. And I wanted to play that, so they may come a moment where I may step away from the camera. We just
all
gonna
good.
have to keep this hood. Yo, G, if you watching, I'm sorry, man. Every time that you're not here, something pops off. We start rolling all soon, and then I gotta, you know.
This is the hijack part
God
2.
damn it! I was trying to avoid it. I swear to God.
This is the
I was
hijack
trying to
part
avoid
2.
it.
Shout
All right.
out to the first hijack. You know.
Hijack. Shout out to Junius King. I see you, King. Peace to you.
No, but we can get that. That single is it's everywhere. It's on Bandcamp. It's on your streaming sites, Spotify, all of that. The Hue.
What's the
Keep
song,
on. You know.
All right, so Tech, you got to find a song from the Hue.
Don't worry, he'll get it
Well,
popping.
you gotta find it, but we're gonna tell you, how to get it popping.
Shout out to the Hugh though, but y'all can get that, man. It's May 4th. It's everywhere, all on your streaming sites.
So with you being so involved in their career here in Houston, what has it been in your experience working with artists and getting them in the game and
well, first
managing
let me say this, man. I mean, they kind of brought me in around 2010 when they were still going under HISD.
Okay.
I mean, really with that, I had a best friend that used to be a DJ. Shout out to DJ Soul One. He used to be in the
Shout
group.
out to Soul One, man.
And at first it was just a collective, and for me, when it comes to good hip hop music, I'm there for it. If it's something that I'm feeling, I'm ready to put it out there. So really, to be honest, not only was I supporting because I knew these people, but I actually liked the music. Sure. And kind of being in the hip hop scene, through that time, they just kind of felt like, I mean, with me, I'm always putting the word out there anyway. So how about we just bring them in? I was just kind of more of a liaison. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not no Puffy or nothing like that. I didn't go to school for this. I don't want people to get it misconstrued. But, just as a collective over the years, member changes, all of that, we've just all been able to bring certain things to the table to get the word out there. And, here we are today. So, I mean, it's been an experience. Been good to be able to meet people that you never thought you'd meet.
Absolutely.
Learning things about how to reach people, learning the difference in the evolution of promotion and how these days promotion's a little bit different. I don't know if we want to get into that, but
we definitely going to jump
it's
into
a little
that.
bit different these days, but it's always an uphill struggle, you know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
it's a good challenge,
So on that note, I'm a pause for the cause, pay the bills.
Promotions.
Yes, sir.
Promotions.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? We got to pay. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Smile Design Studios. Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. If you're not sure what you need, don't even worry about it. Dr. Ellis and her team are happy to meet with you to go over your patient history and goals and offer you professional recommendations. Let Smile Design Studios make you smile. Call us today at 281-969-7388 or check out our website at www.sdshouston.com to schedule your appointment today. All new patients receive a free gift and $50 off your first dental treatment. Smile Design Studios looks forward to providing excellent care for you and your family.
Yes.
So,
Teeth fit.
my brother Langston,
Yes, sir.
shifting gears just a little bit, I want to hop into learning a little bit more about learnhiphop.com. I follow you on IG, and the IG handle is what?
Mobang Media.
Mobang Media.
Mobang Media.
And just to get it, make sure that we got it straight, it's across all social medias. It's Mobang Media.
Yes, sir.
And your promotion game is heavy. It's heavy, brother. Every time I log on, within 3 or 4 swipes up, I'm seeing it. And you know what? That's what's up. Like, awareness is huge. But let's talk. Let's get into that, man.
What, promoting or
No.
Learn Hip Hop Biz?
Yes, sir.
Learn Hip Hop Biz. My mission statement with Learn Hip Hop Biz is to educate and empower the rap artists so that they can navigate financially in today's climate.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? The idea came about maybe 6 years ago. Through my company, Mobang Media, we do video production, editing. We're the largest CD, DVD duplicator in Texas for probably the last, 7 to 9 years. We do a lot of printing, a lot of banners. A lot of my business is dealing with rappers, management, marketing, you name it, merchandising. I mean, you name it, I've done it. And I'm a strong fighter for just a black man in general. And one thing that I notice is they don't educate us in real life. So what makes you think they're going to educate us with something that we love to do where we can make millions of dollars or where we can, at the very least, feed our family or make a living? So I started noticing a trend just based upon on the dealings with artists. I mean, you know, when you're dealing with over 100 different artists a day, sometimes like it's a big difference from someone that's just managing an artist or a few groups, or you're a DJ. And no, I'm actually talking to, texting, emailing, face to face with hundreds of different rap artists. So I think I have a great pulse, at least in Houston, Texas, with what's going on. So I started to notice some guys void of the music, void of the talent. You know, some guys made more money and some guys didn't. And I don't like to confuse success in the rap business. To me, I like to stick on the financial end, meaning you could have 1 million followers. To me, that's not success.
Absolutely.
You know, the success is how can I monetize those 1 million followers.
Right.
So I started to notice a trend just that, you know, as a whole, we just weren't educated enough. There was nowhere where we were getting concrete information, meaning going to different music conferences across the country with different artists. And we would go and, you know, we spend all this money and we're rapping in front of other rappers, and we go to these panels and we get great information from the panels. We get someone's personal experience or their trials and tribulations, which is great, but we weren't receiving anything tangible that almost like a step-to-step guide, like how can this person do this? You know, it's almost like they want to spoon feed you. That's one of my things when I talk about this Learn Hip Hop Biz, like we're not spoon feeding you. A lot of information that the artists get, you know, it's almost a crab in a bucket syndrome. Like, why am I going to tell you how to get on, I don't know, iTunes? You know, why would I mean, something as simple as that. Like, you know, like people will hold that information. And once I started kind of putting it all together, it just clicked one day. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I start businesses all the time. And this was one of those things. It was just one of the ones that's clicked, and it was just, bam, Learn Hip Hop Biz. It just popped in my head, and I went and bought the .com. So that was 5-6 years ago. 2 years ago, got with one of my mentors, Derek D-Rec Dixon, Rec Shop Records. And we had a team, had entertainment lawyers, had all kind of different personnel, and we couldn't get it off the ground. Then 3 months ago, I just felt the energy just back in the music in the city and the independency. And I was like, you know what, I'm bringing this out again. It was just one of those, anybody that's an entrepreneur, we probably have 500 ideas that we want to do. I just have to write mine down and have a bonding with them all. And sometimes I just, let me see if I can make me a couple hundred off of this. Couple 100,000, that is, not $100. So I'm serious about it. And I launched it. It's actually been 5 weeks this Saturday, and I've just gotten a great response. But the curriculum, it's a 12-course curriculum. It's like you go to school. It's like you go to HCC. You go online. We're going to have these classes. We're talking with a couple different universities now, and you'll be able to get a certificate of completion in classes that'll directly affect your income earning potential, your ownership with your music, period.
So I definitely want to jump into that about music ownership. That was another thing that, you know, you and I got a chance to talk about, and you just put me on it so much at the time, man. But you just gave us a whole lot, you know, as far as, you know, where you come from and how you go about getting it, and I think it's totally dope, you know, writing it down, sticking to it, and even coming back to it. You know, so many times I hear people be like, yo, I had this idea, but, you know what I'm saying, and then they never move forward with it. So definitely, you know, hats off to you for that.
Yes, sir.
You know, a lot of artists, you know, they just want to rap, man. They just want to get a check. You know, they just want to be hot for the moment. And, you know, you get people all the time. Like even Jay said it in the beginning, you know, when he was doing Reasonable Doubt. The reason why the verses was so long because he was just in there rapping. You know, he didn't know about constructing a song in a 16-bar verse. He was just in there going at it. And, you know, when you have that kind of talent and you got that confidence to believe in yourself and, you know, you writing rhymes, the next thing you want to do is you want to get with someone who makes some beats, right? So now the both of y'all are young, y'all hungry, y'all making beats, you rhyming, you putting it out there in the world, you hoping that somebody hear it because you just hoping to get signed. And what you said to me was, from the moment you get that idea, the moment that you put it on paper,
from the moment you write those lyrics and you say them into the microphone, when you're rapping into the microphone, you are now the performer.
yes, sir. That's what
And
you
you
said.
hear that beat underneath. That means someone produced that beat. Once we can hear it coming out the speaker, I can see the icon on my screen. I can burn it to a CD. I can put it on a thumb drive. I can email it. We've created a tangible asset that could be sold for commerce, whether you like it, know it, realize it or not, period. You know, all that, when I'm just playing, it's a hobby, or, you know, I made the song for my mom, or, you know, hey, I'm going to try to, you know, try to jump into the music business. Once it's made, it's made. Once someone sees value in it, whether they're purchasing it or whether they can see the value to where they can sell it,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all it takes. You know, that's it. You know, so now do you own it? And how many different ways can we make money off of that one file? It's
And when
pretty
you
much
say
that
foul,
simple.
you mean song.
That one song.
All right.
That one song. So that's where my curriculum starts, right there. Ownership, copyright, right there. So take for example.
Hold on,
yes, sir.
hold on. Before you go any further, let me pay this bill real
One more
quick.
bill.
Yo, G, be proud of me, man. I'm paying these bills, G. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher, and like 50 other million more.
Wow.
Trust me, we there, B. We're there. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries around, across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. So give us a call today at 832-772-7789 or shoot us over an email at advertise@thesphere.tv.
Promotions.
Yes, sir.
Paying
Plug.
the
We
Awareness.
share. over
Got to.
here,
You got to
baby.
do that.
Awareness.
We share this platform, yo. That's, you know what I'm saying? We truly do this for the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You all right over there?
I'm good.
You good?
You know? Yeah, I'm taking this all in, man. I actually had some questions because I just wanted to know, just as far as like your company, what have been your challenges in dealing with artists? Have artists come to you to help put them out? How did that process go? Who are some of the names, quite possibly, if they even are still around?
I
Or
work
just
with
stay
pretty much any artist that you know of in Houston. I've literally worked with over 15,000 just rappers.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go down the list of from whoever, the Slim Thugs, the Bun B's.
I was about to say, because 15,000 is a lot. Let's
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's so many people that rap that you never hear of.
Right.
Like,
So that's why that's kind of the question, like as far as like people that actually stuck with it, you saw they had the business sense or that they had the talent, and like who, if they obviously, like you said, you work with Slim Thug or and Bun B, anyone else, and what was that process like in working with them?
Well, my company, which is Mobang Media, by us providing a service for artists,
Okay.
meaning shooting videos, editing, pressing up CDs, doing print work, a lot of the stuff that's kind of, you know, the name on the cup.
Yeah.
I kind of made that popular. I didn't invent it. I made it popular.
Yeah.
The lighters, the backpack banners, like just different things, South by Southwest.
It's more like promotional tools for that artist.
Tools or
Yeah.
doing whatever they need. Because once they leave the studio, all they have is a disc.
Right.
You still need artwork. How you gonna take that and make money off of it? So that was my initial thing,
Okay.
which provided a service. So by me providing a service, it's just like if you're an artist and you coming to me every week, every other week, getting 100 CDs, we gonna start to connect.
Yeah.
You know, so if you add that up times 15 plus years
Yeah.
with me dealing with some of these people, and then my background is business. I used to open up Houston's restaurants, used to manage Reliance Stadium, created NC Serving for Minute Maid Park, liaison for the All Technology Conference. Like, I have a lot of business background,
Right.
but I'm like you, I love rap.
Yeah.
I love rap, so I've always used it was just the business thing. It was like, okay, this guy, he's talented as hell. Why he ain't making no money? You know, and then I had friends that rap. You know, like, okay, this my guy. You know, like, dang, why he not making no money? But it's the business. Like, we're not educated. We don't even know where the money comes from sometimes. You know, we're not even registered with the right avenues to get the money. So it was really just, I mean, I learned a lot through trial and error.
Yes.
Me too.
Biggest
Me too.
teacher.
That's the
Absolutely.
biggest teacher that we've all had. Then I've been blessed to really work with some people in the industry that, I mean, my first major meeting was with James Prince, Rap-A-Lot Records.
Right.
You know, so I mean, like, that in itself was a propelment. You know, my mentor Derek Dixon with Rec Shop Records. I mean, one of the biggest independent record labels in Houston. I was working in the studio, while they were making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So I got to see and I got to learn past my trial and error. I got to see something that was actually happening. Oh, so that's how they did it.
Right,
Okay,
right.
maybe I shouldn't have went right there. I should have went left. Oh, he knows this person and they do this. Oh, okay. So I started learning. And then now with the power of the internet, like, everything that I'm teaching is public information.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not the guru.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Let me stop you there, because just from the time that, you know, we met and we was talking about it, you know, we probably, what I mean, to run for about an hour and a half.
We sat down for about an hour and a half.
About
maybe
an hour,
almost 2
hour and a
hours.
half,
We had
yeah.
a nice conversation.
And you know, the one of the biggest pieces that I took from it was how you've put it all together in a package. Like, it's in a nice small box.
It's the Bible.
And it, word.
It's the rap Bible.
It's a rap business Bible. Now, I know that we're focused on the hip hop scene, you know, with me being the rounded music head that I like to call myself. You know, can an R&B dude take this and run with it? Can a country singer take this knowledge and run with it? Or have you prepared this in such a way that it's really the ins and out of music from a hip hop standpoint? Because let me add on just a moment. The reason why I'm posing it that way is because we have to market our music a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, these country dudes, and it's nothing against them, man. I like some of them songs about you losing your wife, your dog, and your truck.
You about to throw darts at the country folks.
No, I ain't throwing darts at nobody, man. Shout out to Justin Timberlake. I see you. You know, after you did your Michael Jackson thing. I see where you at right now, but it is what it is. You know, we have to sell our music in a different way. We have to present our music in a different way.
I think that's key, though, present.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's key because
So is this Bible just geared for hip hop / rap artists?
60 to 70% of it, any person of any music genre, a producer, a manager, anybody that wants to know about the music business can appreciate and gain a lot of knowledge from. Where it goes, learn hip-hop biz is the other 40%. Like my guy said, like, we have to present it.
yeah,
We're the most consumed music genre of all time right now.
yeah.
Everything, you can't turn on a commercial, whether it's McDonald's, beer, clothes, cars, shoes, and it's not influenced by hip hop.
Right.
Like, period. Like, I mean, you could be on Good Morning America and you got the, the corny host, they tell hip hop jokes.
Yeah.
Everything or a lot in just general society is based off hip hop. So, I mean, it's culture vultures,
Yeah.
How do we get back and how do we retain and gain our own, and that's where the other 40%, where it's totally learned hip hop is. I talk about World Star Hip Hop. I talk about Say Cheese TV. I talk about the different blogs, Rap Radar, you name it. Like, it's how does a rap artist throw their own show? I have a worksheet. Like, hey, we're gonna call Warehouse Live. You're gonna talk to this guy with this phone number. You need a DJ. We're gonna talk to this guy. It's a budget. It's already wrote out.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta pick up the phone, call a number, and follow steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You basically wrote him a script.
Now let me ask you this, because just from my observation, like you said, a lot of this stuff is common knowledge, but given today, everybody's rapping. And is that kind of the reason for something like this, is because there's a generation that didn't come up under having to press up actual physicals. There was a generation that didn't have to deal with the internet. Like,
right.
You literally had to get on your feet, go here to these different places.
Absolutely. You had to build those relationships.
Get your music out there. Whereas now, because everybody is doing music, there's someone right now in their bedroom making a track. Is that really what this is more geared to? Is that generation that really doesn't know the idea?
It's definitely geared to, back to my mission statement, so that they can navigate financially in today's climate.
Okay.
So I talk about the history of downloading. I show them, hey, when iTunes started, this is the download. You downloading a tangible asset. You got Cheddar the Connect selling 1 million copies of Flick of the Wrist. I talk about real examples.
Wait, his name was Cheddar Connect?
Cheddar the Connect.
Cheddar the Connect. I never knew that brother name, but I know that brother. I know his single.
You know the song. We know the Flick of the Wrist.
Yeah.
This is the Flick of the Wrist.
Yeah.
So,
Look at
I mean, that's a real deal, especially in Houston. Like, so yeah, we know he sold 1 million copies. We know he was on iTunes. We know if you get 85% of 99 cents, that's 84 cents. So if I sold 1 million copies, that's $841,000 in my pocket. Fast forward to streaming, it's no tangible asset. If I sell 1 million streams on YouTube, that's $790 on Spotify. It's $3,940 on Tidal is $12,400.
Yeah.
So on that note, this portion of the show is sponsored by the Houston Housewives of Finance. You like that?
Promotions.
Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough in savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow by becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Make sure you ask how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
Awesome. And I want to do this, man. Can we go back to, I want them to talk about the streaming aspect of it. And the reason why I say this is because right now,
Go for it. That's where we are.
That's where we are. I mean,
Right.
like, it's
Absolutely.
literally, I'll say this with, even with the group that I deal with, we learned a quick lesson 2 years ago when we put out our last release. And we knew that the climate had changed to where people were mainly downloading. No CDs, there are a few people that still buy CDs. Vinyl is more of a kind of a table, an art
Merchandise.
collection. Yeah, no one's really using vinyl as much as they buy it. It's more of that art piece. These days, it's all about how can I get to this music as easiest as I can. The less clicks that I got to do is where I'm going to go to the music. So even with the downloads are even becoming the way of the
Downloads
dinosaur.
are being extinct
Right.
because it's a tangible asset, meaning I can download it.
Right.
You know, so with streaming, there's advantages and there's disadvantages of streaming. The advantage is more people have access to your music,
Right.
because it's streamed, meaning Spotify has the most paid audio subscribers. They have 75 million paid subscribers. They also pay out the least of any streaming sites besides YouTube, but YouTube it has no paid subscribers basically.
Right.
It's a free site based off ads. So, you know, YouTube pays the least, but Spotify pays the least for paid subscribers. Tidal pays the most for paid subscribers besides Xbox. But
Xbox had a streaming site.
Xbox, so
Through the
listen to this
Microsoft.
fact. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 5, that particular game is the #1 selling media of all time. It sold more than the Titanic, Star Wars, and the Black Panther combined.
Jeez.
It's made over $6 billion.
Grand Theft Auto.
Just that one volume, San Andreas, not part 1, not
Oh,
part
wow.
2, part
Okay.
3, not part 4, just part 5.
Wow.
The reason that is because it's still a tangible product. The reason artists got rich, I just told you, Cheddar Connect made $841,000 off a single. Xbox still got to sell you the disc,
Right.
and it ain't $9.99. It's $59.99. So you start
the
adding up.
math.
You start adding up 90 million times $59.99.
Yeah.
That's where you get that $6 billion.
Mm.
That's why they're the #1 paid. So free game. Hey man, get your music licensed to a video game.
Oh, absolutely. Licensing period is always like the best route to go, especially if you're an
It's just
independent
another
artist.
stream of income.
Right.
Like I'm simplifying it, meaning even with the new way, streaming, yes, you make less money, and that is the disadvantage. You make less money off of
Right.
streaming. However, you have to monetize. You need to monetize those streams in another form, which could be merchandise, which could be you doing shows,
Right.
which could be you doing features, which could be you licensing, like you said, getting your songs in other placement. It's
Merchandise.
all kind of different ways that one file can make money,
Right.
and that's just part of the game. Like your job is
Start
to
selling flick of the wrist hoodies.
yeah, it's
T-shirts and
it's
Scullies.
It's to try to exploit and take advantage of every single avenue you could find. I mean, it's I'm not gonna say hundreds and hundreds of ways, but there are a lot of different ways you can make money off of that file. And some ways might work faster for you off the jump than it would for me.
So one of the things that I've seen is this idea of the playlist. And it seems to me like the playlist is now becoming like the new way to get
Big
your
ups to
music
Drake for that,
played.
huh?
Well, not he kind of puts it out there. Look, I like that word better than mixtape. I'll say that.
Yeah?
But the playlist is like you'll have people that there might be a Rockefeller playlist or there might be a Michael Jackson playlist. And if this person that's an independent artist gets on that playlist, that's more of a
That's just more
reason to get
exposure.
more streaming, right?
You're still in the streaming lane. You're still gonna get the same amount per stream. You just get more of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have to put a lot of weight on it. That's just one avenue. It's still streaming. It's just
Right.
gonna help you get more streams. Anything you can help you push and get your numbers up in any avenue is gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
But a lot of people place a lot of emphasis on streams, and that's fine. But I mean, for a new artist to part of the problem is artists, by us not knowing the business. For example, a new artist, they put their music online and they have their postcard out, and then, hey, my single is available everywhere. And I got 30 logos on my ad. There's no exclusivity with the music. I can get your music anywhere. I can go get your music at Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Napster, Deezer, whatever. So it's like, it's nothing special about you having your music on a million spots.
Right.
In a perfect world, you would be loyal to maybe one or two of those sites. Because as a new artist, if your fans are going to listen to your music, they're going to listen to it primarily because of you and where you have it placed. So if I was an artist or a rap artist, I would only have my music on Tidal. Why? They pay the most.
Big ups to Jay.
Big up, and it's black owned.
Now, I agree with that, but again, I guess going back to kind of what I saw, what we all saw as a group a couple years ago is because of the fact, like me, I'll take me for instance, I don't use streaming sites. I'm still a person that, I just got on MP3s specifically by 2012. I was still buying CDs.
Okay.
But most people have different places that they listen to their music. So let's say if you got a group on Bandcamp, there's people that might not know about Bandcamp. They usually go to Spotify to get their music, or they go to Google Play, or they go to Tidal. And the exclusivity thing, I think, is good. But I guess in the time that we're living now, where everybody's just on that phone and trying to get to things so quick, and if it's not on my platform that I usually go to, I'm not really checking for it. Because even with my radio show, I have it specifically on Mixcloud. There's people that still don't go to Mixcloud because they're just not used to that platform.
Right. It's the behavior.
Yeah, it's right. And
It's
you
the
have
behavior.
you have to kind of guide people to that behavior of where you want to get your music.
Absolutely.
So that's why-
or you could do your digital marketing with True Digital Media Consulting. It will help drive
Well,
that traffic
exactly.
to your website or wherever you want that traffic to land.
Promotion.
Absolutely.
It all
Yeah, let me see it.
with all of that though, at the end of the day, if you have your own .com, you could send downloads and streams. You could do everything yourself.
Right off your site.
The thing about it is,
Pimpin' ain't
we
dead.
don't.
It just
it's
moved
like
to the
you
website.
it's like, I mean, you. It's like you fighting the evils. You fighting the power of the numbers because it's 75 million people on Spotify. It ain't. That's why artists put their video on WorldStar because of the traffic. Because if I just launch it out on YouTube, I might get a couple thousand views.
Right.
If I put my video on WorldStar, just as a regular rap artist, I'm going to get me 10,000 views.
Because there's less people on WorldStar than
There's
YouTube.
less people on WorldStar, but it's more traffic just for
But that's what I'm
rap.
saying. That's what I
Correct.
mean.
Yes,
Like
sir.
it's less people. That the noise is cut out, I guess.
The
on
noise is
WorldStar.
cut out to a certain degree, but the volume is pumped up for rap on WorldStar.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all have officially hijacked that boom bap this evening. I would like to congratulate the both of y'all.
Nah, it's. I thought I was here for shout out to Gary, shout out to G.
Nah, Tech is clapping because he knows exactly what I'm doing. I'm wrapping up.
Well, hopefully people
45.
got the
I
knowledge,
want to
you
hit
know?
my goal. I am a winner.
Jeez, 45's
sir.
been 45
It's
minutes
been
already, huh?
That quick.
Wow.
That quick.
Okay.
And that was our high point because, I'm going to go meet my lady for some drinks and everything. And
Because I was definitely, if we got
I'ma
into
go
the
do
streaming
what we
thing, it was
do.
going to definitely go another 45. So, yeah, you good.
Definitely.
Nah, absolutely. I wish I could. but
Real quick, May 19th, though, if you're interested in learning hip-hop biz, on Saturday, May 19th at the Media Block from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., I'm giving a 3-hour seminar. I think I have $799 tickets left. Regular price is $199. And I'm giving you this 400-page rap Bible with everything in it from
Do you
copyright.
mind saying that whole thing all over
I sure
again?
can.
Can you take that from the top?
Saturday, May 19th, Learn Hip Hop Biz from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Media Block, Saturday, May 19th. I have $7.99 tickets left. The regular registration is $199, and I'm personally giving a 3-hour seminar, as well as every person who registers, they get this book that has right now about 400 pages or more. I add to it every day, but it's the information that you need. It's the correct copyright form, how to trademark your artist name, every radio station in America and Canada, split sheets, ASCAP contracts, BMI contracts, World Star hip hop prices, how to throw your own show, the advantages and disadvantages of streaming, the history of downloads, ISRC codes, BDS, Sound Exchange, different performing rights organizations, TuneCore.
A bunch of shit y'all have no idea of. And if you don't have any idea of any of those things that he said, you need to be in that building.
I guarantee
on May
you
19th.
that this will help you make money. I guarantee you that you'll leave this conference with information from me, as well as a tangible information that you'll have a step-by-step guide.
That's crazy.
And I guarantee you it will help you. I guarantee you it will help you make money.
That's crazy.
In your music/rap career.
And you know what else? The one thing I do want to make sure that I plug in is that the hustle is sold separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to pick yourself up a bottle or a pack of it. You can buy it by the case, but the hustle is sold separately. Grandfather Clock, my brother in hip hop.
What's going on, man?
Please,
Appreciate you.
oh man, appreciate you and your time, brother, for coming up to hang out with us for a little while. Please let the world know, because I'm gonna get on my box for a moment. You know, we touch people out in Paris, out in Italy, down in Africa, all through Europe. You know what I'm saying? Amsterdam, pretty heavy in Canada, all through the United States. Shout out to New York. Home is home, baby, all the time. Houston, thank you for the love every day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Los Angeles, my homegirl Jay. Shout out to my homegirl Monique in San Antonio. Got a few more shout outs to go, but want to make sure that you plug your radio station, brother. Let everybody know how to
radio
get
show. Quantum Leap Radio
man.
every Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on KPFT 90.1 FM in HD2. You can find us worldwide at kpft.org/listen. I feel like it's a Saturday right now as I'm saying this. But you can always check the archive.
His radio voice is on.
You see how it goes? When you do it for 2 years, it just kind of like
voice
flows
is
like that. You know?
Absolutely.
You can also find us on Mixcloud. Just go to Mixcloud, pull up Quantum Leap Radio, and you can see archives or hear archives of the show. And also, I've got to plug my group, The Hue. Make sure that you get that new single, Keep On. It's produced by George Ann Muldrow. If you don't know who George Ann Muldrow is, you're sleeping.
You
need to go and find out who that is. Got a project coming with her, but they should be performing at the Jet Lounge on May 25th. So check them out, and you can always go to the HueLife.com, Hue Life, Facebook, Hue Life, Instagram. Find them; they'll be there. Find me on Instagram, Quantum Leap _Clock Radio. It's too long to fit in my name. That's right down here somewhere.
Wait,
but,
Tech, where you at, Tech? All right,
do it.
Do it.
Don't worry, man. This is good. Quantum Leap Radio. Boom, right there. You see that in my head? Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. So check it out, man, when you get the chance.
Word.
I know, right? I didn't mean to do that.
Thank you to my mans and B Terry Beats for tuning in. My man Brandon for tuning in. Brandon Thomas, that is. My man Ming out in Dallas. What up, Ming? Brad, I see you, homie. Shantae, thank you. Of course, Langston, for your time. Thank you.
I greatly appreciate you.
My man Rio from Two Pods in the Rio. See you. Shy, see you. You know, like I said to open the show, man, we try to always bring y'all positivity, some knowledge, something for y'all to grow on, man. So, you know, every once in the blue, we're going to, hit y'all with something that could feed y'all, man. Could put some money in your pocket, man. Just do it in knowledge. So, again, it's May 19th. It's the
May 19th.
Media Room.
The Media Block.
The Media Block on May 19th.
610 and McCowell. All information you can Click link in bios, Mobang Media, LearnHipHopBiz.com.
And on that note, man, we good here? We can wrap this up?
It's your show.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure, man. You
know we can go.
Yo, it be so many times when we cut the lights off,
like,
brothers be like,
God.
yo, if I could have, I wanted to say something. So I just wanted to make sure. So on that note, Tech, you could go ahead and count us off, whatever you do, put the logo up. And we out, man. It's the Hijack Show Part 2.
No,
this one is a lot better though.
No, your boys got that. Your boys got the hijack. Ooh. I'm not taking that. I had to bring him. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Chucko. Shout out to Taraji. My man Brad. I see you. B Cuts. Schoolboy Cuts. It's my man's in them. Yeah, you was there for that wildness. All right, yo, we going over, man. 45. I said we was wrapping up. We done. Yo, tune in.